What's up, young guys? How you doing, dude? My FRI, what does that even mean? What? Hey guys, doing? Welcome in. We're working on some stuff for TV and film. Working on some stuff for a new show that's going to come out next year, and we're making swamp rock today. So, whatever that means. So many questions, but not sure what to ask. Dude, go for it, man. Anything you got questions on? Trying to make a living off of your music. Any tips? Yeah. I guess what are you doing right now for your career? Like, how much money are you actually making for your music? Um, yeah. I think that's the first start off. Like, what exactly you're doing right now is the first question. Are you a singer? Are you a writer? Do you produce? Do you rap? Um, Also, just trying to, I think, expand like what you're making and what you're doing is really important, at least in the beginning stages. Just because there is money to be made. I make zero music. I have a full-time job. Make zero like records. Gotcha. I mean, so those specific genres, they're not super popular in terms of like, getting like it depends like what you're trying to do exactly. Like, you're trying to work with people, you want to produce for other artists. Like, what exactly is your goal? Because that makes it a lot easier to figure out like how you can actually monetize it. Because, um, yeah, like you're trying to be an artist, like it's very different versus like I want to make money from music. Like, um, mainly because like if you produce, that's awesome. You can produce for other people. You can, do sound design. You can make some sample packs. You can do that sort of thing. You can also, build up an artist project. Like, that's not a bad idea either. But with the music business, it's really important to just like try and figure out like what can you be doing on a daily basis that's actually going to generate money, and like what are you doing to build up your own, I guess, brand per se, as an artist. Yeah. Care up to tell music or being famous, it can only. Gotcha. And that's the case, then you have to kind of just figure out like what you want to hunker down and make, like you're not sure what to do at all. I think you just need to start trying things out. I think if you're, you want to see, you want to make money from music, but you haven't done anything yet. I think the first step is like make music, like make some stuff, like, and figure out ways to generate money from it. And that could just be experiments you do, like, hey, I'm going to sell, um, the project file for the tracks. I'm going to sell like, do collabs, make music for games. Cool. Have you done any outreach though? That's the first question I would have to ask. Like, are you reaching out to developers? Like, are you trying to find gaming companies that need music? Like, that's really the first step. And a lot of that is like, you're just gonna have to do that yourself. Like, trying to reach out to these people directly, trying to build a relationship that way. A lot of times people want to see that you've done something. Like, what's your portfolio? Do you have anything in your portfolio? What's connected to your name, right? If you don't have anything yet, the first thing I'd recommend is just like start doing, like very basic production for games. Like, you can just pick a game you really like and be like, hey, this is my like take of like how I would do the sound design or do the music for this thing. Yeah. What's up, Andy? What's up, Mini Me? How you guys doing? Welcome in. That is up to you to decide, Eric's. Yeah, it's like you can find people anywhere. I think the first thing is like just getting your stuff out there. Like, do you have any music out? It's hard to ask for work if you don't have any sort of credibility to your name. What's it called? So if you can't, what kind of show? We're producing it for a like not punk rock, but like an old school crime documentary series about a serial killer. So that's always fun. But yeah. but they're looking for kind of like swamp rock. So this actually I need to probably fix because it's a little bit too fast. Yeah, the drums are a little bit too punk. I'm gonna maybe slow them down. And it's better. Yeah, let's do that instead. Gotcha. Like an open hat or something. I think we'll fix most of the issues we're having. Shit, it's off. These are Andy for the fall. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff for TV. It's always fun because it's like weird kind of briefs like this where you're kind of just like sketching. Honestly, just random shit that kind of fits what they want. But it's always fun. Good creative exercise. Good way to get really familiar with a bunch of different genres. And hopefully get some placements so we can survive off of our of our music. Hey, what's up, Deb? How you doing? Welcome back. Tom Poundard. Use that instead. What's up, Dominic? I knew, dude. Are you writing anything for the Postman Bandit, dude? It's funny because like you see the same people do all the briefs, and I'm like, damn, is there anyone else signed to Flick Tracks? But the chase scene, it's just general pitch. So like they might use it for a chase scene, they might use it for something else. We don't know. We're just supplying the music, really. Yeah. This here and then do like a double or something. What I'm gonna do is like just layer another tom like loop or drum loop on top just to like give it that really crazier feel. So this man gets it. Yeah, dude. Ableton, man. Ableton. Send a bunch for that. Nice. Yeah, these are fun. I mean, it's just a riff and guitar, you know, it's pretty easy. Yeah. What's up, J-Love? Thanks so much. How you guys doing? Happy Friday, guys. Thank God it's Friday. Oh my God, it's been a long week. Put this on here. And the guitars could be a lot louder, and then maybe a little bit of a. And then this could be add a phaser or something to it. What happened to the table? Is it fixed? I fixed now. So that's actually like I have another job. I do like government reselling. So that table is actually from like a surgery room. It's for like medical usage. For like it's for like an operation room. That's like what it's for. It's to like hold the tools. Yeah, I try to make meme videos like that because usually they lead to engagement, and it's always kind of it's a conversation starter, if anything, for people that don't know me and they're like, damn, this guy's weird. But yeah, it's for like surgery, so we're definitely not going to be using that here. But I have like a side. I'm staring at another screen right now. I might set that up to be the table to hold it, but we'll see. Probably get something that's not going to scare people. Yeah. What's a purposeful scaring for a fight? Yeah, dude. snare sample. And one that's actually in key. So A to, it's a contact library, Dominic. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're down 5. Not that snare. Let's do this one. Yeah, we don't know the scene. We don't know the what's the purpose. Yeah, for this it's like general pitch. So we're just sending a bunch of tracks that kind of fit what they want in terms of the like sound, and then we kind of just pray a little bit that they that they actually use it. But yeah, no, this is just the Sunburst, which sounds like shit, but it's running through the UAD Woodrow. I got it on a bundle. Yeah. Yeah, because it sounds like this without, and then it sounds like, so it adds a lot of But I got it for the they ran a deal I think earlier this month. And then let's try to get a better sound with it. That's cool enough. Yeah, they ran a cool deal. It was like 10 for 10 plugins for $100, which is pretty gas. And I'm like, for these amps, like I only got them because I'm like, well, I don't really want any other plugins. I'll probably use the amps more. So glad I did though. This needs to sound different, or I'm gonna run guitar rig on top of it too, just to see if I can get a little cooler sound. We'll see. Anyone have any crazy plans for the weekend? Anyone in LA too? That's fucking storming right now. It's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna resample that real quick, and then just use it as like a Atmo kind of thing. Work, no weekend. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, I did a lot of work yesterday. I have like my to-do sheet. My to-do sheet today is very long, so hopefully I can get through it. I gotta pack orders for my other job. I sold a trombone this morning, so I need to pack up the trombone. I have a box for it. Luckily, trombones are not very nicely shaped items, but yeah. I have a refrigerator box to ship it in, which will be fun to deal with later. So yeah, based on LA, I'm like east of Hollywood area. Yeah. So I just moved earlier this year, so haven't been here for that long. Yeah. Sherman Oaks is far from where I am. And then try pitching it up. This just needs like another top guitar. I'm gonna use Omnisphere for this because Omnisphere has some cool like weird guitars if you don't search in the guitar section. So like if you go to Omnisphere, right, ignore the update, and you go to here, the search bar, just type in guitar. You can actually get some cooler ones that are not like this. The Bizarre guitars are really cool. Like find some better ones. That's cool. Just like it's just noise essentially, but we can take it and use it. That's another thing I'm gonna resample, duplicate again. resample. Just gives me more control over the audio in case I want to like stretch them or whatever. Like this one, right? Like there's a lot of garbage on the bottom. We're gonna take all that out. And move it here. Just use it as like a transition tool. And then this one. Same kind of thing. Cut out all the bass. Like a chorus or something. Boom, bum, bum, bum. Whatever note this is. G. It's kind of cool. And then I'm gonna just take F. That's cool. If you slightly overlap the notes, you can kind of get like a weird bendy kind of thing. Like yeah, like it sounds gross because the strings are overlapping. That's always good. You are music, nice. That's why I'm actually gonna go back in and mess this up a little bit, just so it sounds real. Cool. Sounds more real now. It's like a little bit, because no one's gonna play exactly in tempo and not fuck up the strings. So yeah, we're gonna get a rock bass in now, just doing like a boom, 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 boom. What's up, Mini Me? How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just gonna be chilling, having fun. Yeah. It's not as complicated as you might think. A lot of it is just like layering a bunch of sounds, and then like once I feel like there's enough, then I can go back into structure. But the goal for today is to do at least 2 of these, maybe 3. Yeah, for this, it's going to loop. It's like, this is essentially half the track. I'm going to probably duplicate this again and then slowly bring in the elements. So like, I can structure it real quick if you want. Move all this shit to the right. Start with the guitar, right? All the drums slightly come in. So it's like, just hats. Fill there. There'll be a fill or something. And then go to the actual groove. Throw the this in. Throw this one in. What's up, J-Love? Do you usually have an idea what you're going for when you make, or do you go with the full? With this one, like we're going for a very specific sound. Like I have a playlist actually made. Let me see if I can show it on my screen. Maybe not. Close this window. Yeah, so I have a playlist already made. Like this is all kind of like the tracks we're referencing, like Queens of the Stone Age, Oasis, Scientists, Ocean Color Scene, and Black Rebel, Motorcycle Club. We already have like the songs we're trying to mimic per se. So now it's just trying to get as close as we can without being like a blatant copy is the goal. Yeah. But a lot of the sounds are exactly the same. It's like a riff with acoustic drums and a lot of space. So that's kind of what we're going for. And then we're gonna keep this build. And we're gonna keep that. Just retime it. Yep. Yeah, I mean, because it's for pitch, right? If it's like an artist project, like you can kind of don't have to play by those rules, but I think it's still helpful to have some sort of refs in this situation. And this should be halftime. A slower fill though, actually. Certain sounds depends. With this one, like I would do drums first because it's easier, and then you can write the hook melody based on the drum progression. But we did it opposite today. I've made like 4 or 5 of these already, so so that's why I'm like trying to do something different so I don't lose my head. Let's see if this sounds better. One more fill. Yep. That's cool-ish. See if it works. And this will OTT and then wash out or something. Add some bending. Drums, splice, bro. Splice, man. Splice is the move. Yeah. Maybe not this one. Let's find another fill. Yeah, that could be cool if it's not insanely fast. Like, boo. See. And then we can go back to the old chop of this thing. Where is it? Okay, it starts here. We're gonna nudge the front half because we don't want that. And then we want all this. And then fade. Shit. We want this one. Don't want the tail. Okay. Nope. How did I miss the tail? Wait. We want that one. We want that. Okay. My mouse is... Okay, there it is. How don't you get distracted by comments? They're coming in slow enough where I can just read them and then go back to what I was doing before. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. And get a crash. Cool. Use the same crash later on or earlier. Here. That's actually where we throw in this. This one instead. That's actually not good. We're going to delete that. Go back. Yeah, what are you guys doing this weekend? Anyone have any other plans? Okay, so yeah, we're basically at a mid already, which is good. So we can use parts of this and then probably make another progression. This intro and verse starts here, I guess. Let's see if I have some rock drums. Yeah, like this should work, but it doesn't because it's too fast. But I'm going to try throwing it one more time just to see if I can force it to be cool. Because I need more shit happening in this fill just so it transitions nicer. Let's try this one. And then speed it up. And start it there. This is where I'd add like an upper octave guitar, maybe. See if we can find one that's like close enough. Use the same plugin and then probably run it through a different processor. Yeah, if anything, the funny part is about this is like they might use like 20 seconds of this part. So it's like, and then we'll change the guitar here. So something different, rock ballad, let's try that. Maybe the flange one instead. Not that one. Nope. Let's try Rock Harder. Yeah, that's better. Just like a bum bum. Something easy. Just add depth to the track. Maybe something chiller. And this is where I'd have just the bass play. Do like a bend. Ugh. Kill everything but the kick, and we're gonna go 4/4. 4/4. And then bring in the snare like halfway through or something. Just so there's a switch, and so it's not hella repetitive because it already is pretty repetitive. Thank you guys so much for 5,000 likes. Appreciate you. And then this we're just gonna elongate the notes. original groove with the new progression. Nice. Cool. Yeah, having a visual is nice just because it helps to like, okay, like where are we going with the track? You know, what's the direction? What's the just so it's a little bit different from the Titanic. Go down. Take all this shit and duplicate it. Try to find another cool sound just to like stack on top of it. But that might sound like shit by itself, but I promise it'll be cool once we do all this other stuff on top. Do this one. Cool. We're done. Yay. Just kidding. Now I gotta go back and mix everything, but it's okay because we did most of the work and we're done. Yay. I think my foot is like passed out. I can't move my leg. Uh-oh. Oh, my foot. Fuck. Sometimes when I sit too long, my feet are like just falling apart. Now I gotta go back and mix everything. Shout out anyone watching on YouTube. What's up, Julia? What's up, Abhishek? How you guys doing? Yeah, Electric Sunburst is good. I just got sick of it. I started using the Mint one just a little bit recently because I was like, oh, I just want to try different. But like, it's really, if it sounds good enough by itself, you can change the tone with like amps or guitar rig just to get it closer to whatever thing you kind of want, which I think is nice. Gives you options, and as long as the bass is good, you can fix it. You know. What's up, Via Sky? Hey, dude. I'm gonna mute everything but the drums. Like this is not, there's no, I want dynamics, man. And then I'm gonna put a IR reverb on it instead, so it sounds real. We want it to sound real. We don't want it to sound like some fake ass. Yeah, get a nice. Get another crash or something. This I'm gonna tighten up, this thing. It's this one that's also causing an issue, just a little bit less. Actually, I'm gonna add a cymbal transition. That's good. Just so we have a little bit of glue to move this stuff around. Yeah, transitions are really key, just to make sure that everything is like flowing nice. So like if we put this in, there's payoff now. There's like a tension, release. It's really mainly for editors. Like the editor needs something to work off of, and it's like if they have a stinger, which is like that's easier to work off of, right? So we're gonna get a ride loop too. Let's do these garb top. And the sound needs to be different. Starting with a bit slower tempo. What do you mean? The tempo most likely won't change. I'm just gonna keep it just the stock. One sec. Yeah, it's gonna sound weird if it starts at like 90 beats per minute and then goes up to like 100. Yeah. For most of the sync stuff, like the goal is to just like get something like 90% of the way sounded not ass, and then being kind of good to go. Just because like with how it works, like nothing's guaranteed. So as many briefs and as many things I can submit, the better. This is be a cool fill. I can fix it. Almost. It's just that last bit that's not. For this, I'm gonna spend, like, we've been live for like an hour almost. The song is basically done. Like, I'm gonna mix it probably in like 10 minutes and then export everything I need to export. Oh, 2 minutes. Yeah, shorter the better. But for this is like for a TV pitch, so like it doesn't need to be longer than 2 minutes. It can be pretty short. So because of that, like I'm trying to get it where I have most of the pieces, and then like from there, like just being kind of good to go, and pushing it up for whatever, getting it yeah. So that's like not the case for everything. Like some briefs and some libraries like will want like full songs, and that's like just how they operate. So yeah, your ears. Yeah. This is ready to mix. So I'm going to do the drums first, and then I'm going to mute everything else because we don't want to hear it. And that's really not the best way to mix, but for this stuff, like it's just faster if I can just mute everything, slowly bring it up. Like for me, I do most of the level work anyways in the beginning of the track. So I don't really have to go back in and like adjust things unless I just know like, hey, that's too loud. Like that just needs to be quieter. Yeah. Speed. Do you want to tell me to cut from or the... Yeah, so what you'll do is like you'll send them like the full mix, right? Which is like basically the way it is right now, like the full complete track. And then if they want, they can get cut down. So cut downs are like the condensed version of the same song. So like what I'll do too is I'll put the cut downs in the exact same section. So it's like a 15-second cut, 30-second cut, and then a minute cut. It just gives them options to use them for replacements. And this we're going to auto pan as well, just so it's not in our ears. Cool. Same with this one. Cool. And then this. Yeah, but a lot of times like you'll send them like alternate mixes. So, like what I'll do is like I'll go back in and export like drums only. I'll export like a stinger mix, which is essentially like the last 15 seconds of the song. And then I'll send them what's it called? I'll send them like a bed mix, which is like a nice lighter version of the song. So that would be like me taking out some of the more grittier, nastier guitars. And then the cutdowns. And then sometimes they want stems. Stems are like the individual things. So like I would export like all the drums as a file, and then I'd export all the guitars as a file, and then anything that's like Atmos, which is like atmosphere garbage that's like not super important, would be exported as well as like a separate file. But it depends on the library and depends on like the client. Like for this client, they don't need that because they're not going to use the stems. Like it's just it's a little overkill. Stems are like pretty crazy because it's like, it basically gives them the opportunity to like redo anything they want. They can like cut the drums in this half and then bring them in later. It gives them kind of like a more composition ability, which some libraries will want, but other ones are like, we don't really, we don't need that, it's too much, That's the long-winded answer to your question. Exactly. More control for them. And then all this drum, I'm going to run through a reverb as well, just to give it kind of like a more washed out sound. And then I'm going to, drum sharpener is a cool, like stock Ableton plugin that makes it really punchy. I'm going to turn all this off and then get an IR. Get this one. Do both, yeah. Sounds like shit. I gotta fix this plate. Mix? No, I gotta mix these still. I was like, what the hell? It sounded muddy. Yeah, for me, like I have like my composer name, and then I have like my what's it called? My artist names. Yeah, have both, but have it all under like an umbrella is really important. Like just keep it easy for people to find. Like you don't need to like go super crazy with it. Like if it's too much work, like just have it all under your main name. a little too much. Thumbs up. One more sweep, I think. Or cool. I'm just gonna make the cut downs real quick, and then I'm gonna go get lunch because it is almost 1 o'clock. 6 seconds. I'll do this. So what I'm basically doing is like carving out parts of the track that I'm like, oh, this could feel complete. But because of the tempo, like we're not going to get exactly the cut down length they might want. So we're trying to get close, but it's better to give them slightly more than less because they can always adjust the fades. Like this fade out is like 5 seconds. Yeah. It's almost 2 o'clock. Insane. Yeah, I'm based in Los Angeles. So it's almost it's lunchtime, man. 8 seconds, 6. So let's put it here. Even like here would be better. Yeah. Shit, maybe like here, and then we can have it. Yeah, let's do this. Basic for these pitches. They give us something very specific. Like they're giving us like a brief. So it's like, hey, we want you to make songs that are like this. Like for this show in particular, like there's been like 4 or 5 runs of like different briefs for the same show. Like I think I've submitted like maybe like 10 tracks at this point. But some of them are easier. Like some of them, they just want like emotional ambient music, which is very easy to make. This is like, this might take slightly longer, but it's still quick. How loud is this actually too? Let's see how. But it helps to give them exactly what they want. Like this is not something that like artists I would really recommend they try to do, because it's like we're basically making music for like a purpose and making it for a specific client. So because of that, like we're basically making a product, and the goal is to give them something that they actually will use, and not something that's like, oh, this is like my interpretation. Like give them exactly what they want is the main feedback I'd give. A lot of times people try to make sync and they're like, oh, like let me just pitch my artist stuff. Like 90% of the time that won't work unless that specific pitch wants that stuff. So you're better off trying to give them exactly what's highlighted in the brief. So like what I'll usually do is like the first couple tracks I work on that I submit, like I know they're not super close, but like they're interesting enough. So then by like the 3rd or 4th one, I'm nailing it completely, and then they'll generally take those last ones because I'm closer. But it's still good to submit the warm-up ones, because you never know what tracks they might use. If it's not used in this show with the library I'm with, it can be repitched to another show. So there's other options to get it placed. You're not kind of like stuck, which is nice. So, yeah. But it's a volume game. Like the goal is to make as many as humanly possible in that are not complete ass is the main thing. So, yeah, that's kind of what it comes down to. It's fun, and I do think it's a good way to stay creative, but it's also like being realistic on like how, if you're spending 4 hours on a track, that like make it, yes, like you're either working too slow or you're spending too much time on something that doesn't matter. So yeah, I think it does help too to have like a solidified due date too. Like with this, like it's due today, so like I have to finish it today. Like I can't be like, oh, I'm just gonna get to it later. It's like, no, dude, do you want to get a placement, you got to get it ready by today. So I think that also helps speed up some of the workflow and see like, okay, like how many can I really make in a week where I don't feel like I'm getting burnt out. Yeah, but that's he does, XJ does different things. He does like ads, he does trailers. With the TV stuff, like with the library I'm with, like I just send them anything. So it's like with them it's different because I'm just trying to get placements quicker. With like a library that's, higher up or cares more about that type of stuff, like definitely would recommend like send better tracks, obviously. But yeah, that it's really like the end goal, right? Like this would not get placed in like a crazy show or something like that. Like this is just fully for TV, and TV, for those that don't know, like a lot of it is just like back end. Like you're not getting paid an upfront fee. You're just getting the back end placement versus like a trailer where you're getting paid up front, and they generally want more revisions and stuff like that. I've done that stuff as well, and usually like with that, it pays a lot better, but it's like a lot more stressful in the long term. So yeah. And usually with those, like you're not seeing any back end, like you're just going to be seeing front end. So like if with an ad placement, you're not going to be getting PRO money. You're just going to get like 10 grand, which is like by itself is probably better than the back end, because the back end will never reach that amount unless you're like getting a ton of streams or a ton of plays or a ton of watches. So yeah. But yeah, if your focus is back end, like getting your catalog to really, work for you, it's really important to like find avenues of how to monetize, um, you know, figuring out ways to make it recurring, figuring out ways to have it, passively work for you, and like working with different avenues and different libraries is a great way to have that happen. So, yeah. I'm just talking because this thing is taking forever to export. I don't really know why, but yeah. And that's not to say like you can still do artist stuff. You can still do like artist project. You can still have like, um, produce people you produce for. Like any sort of like thing you can do is always great to like generate back end, and then hopefully after enough of that, like it does starts to pay off, and there's actually like some sort of system, and it feels like it's complete, right? Um, yeah. Okay, let's make the bed mix. It's slowing down. Yeah, I think so. What's up, Max? How you doing? What's up, Newell? How you doing, dude? What's up, Justin? What's up, guys? But yeah, I mean, with sync, like for the TV stuff that, like I mentioned, like spend your time wisely. Like try to get to the point where you're producing quick, where you're producing good, right? Like if you're not submitting stuff that's going to be used or it sounds like ass, like you're just wasting your time. Um, so you're better off trying to work on your craft and give them stuff that they'll actually place and use in the shows. And if not, then like that's going back to the drawing board and hopefully getting better or faster at producing. But yeah. So hard to get to big movies. For those, usually they'll hire like a supervisor, and the supervisor's job is to find music to fill for specific scenes. Um, yeah. So like with that, like it depends on your connections. Like you can work with like an agent that'll like try to get stuff placed in bigger play mediums. Like movies are really good. Like you generally will get money for that. Like you'll get paid up front for like a licensing fee, and you'll get paid more. But it's like, are you good? Are you making good stuff? Like are you pitching it to the right people? Are you giving them music that they actually can use? So yeah, basically you can like submit your tracks to like sync catalogs, and then once they're in there, like you can get them placed with different shows, and then you get paid for those shows. But it's kind of like a, how often can you do that? Are you working with libraries that are actually landing cuts for you? If not, then it's like, what are you doing to supplement that? But the smaller shows, like I would argue that they're about the same, but it's just like a different mindset in mind of like you're cranking out track after track after track because they're using like 30 seconds of your 2 minute song, and they're using it for maybe like a short split second. So your time is better spent. Like, how can I pump out, you know, like my goal, right, for these is how can I make 4 of these today and submit them and export them and get them ready. That's the goal. Like the goal is not to make something that's going to be groundbreaking. It's to give them exactly what they want for the pitch. Yeah. Which some people might not really enjoy liking to hear. Like it's like that just, sounds like it's not creative, but there are ways to still be creative with it and have fun. Like low stress music. I treat these as like I can make it in an hour and it sounds cool. Like nice. Good job, Michael. Move on to the next one. Work on something else cooler. So it's a good warm up exercise. It's a good way to stay productive when you don't feel like making music too, which is always a good thing. Ooh, that one was quick. Let's export this one. Yeah, but you can see with these, like, I'm exporting them just like all into the same folder, and I'm just gonna dump it on. I'll be good to go. Exactly. Practice is always good. It just helps, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this last one. But thanks guys for hanging out. We're gonna be actually not live next week for music feedback. So if you want to come back for that, As long as you're following, you get notified when we go live. We just review songs, give feedback, and hopefully get people another set of ears on their stuff is always good. So thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys had a great time. I will see you guys on Monday if you want to come back, and we'll go from there. Peace, guys. Have a good Friday.